Hello everybody and welcome back to Fulgora, where today we're going to be I can't even speak. I'm like literally okay, fine. Intensifying our industrial gambling addiction. That's right. Industrial gambling will be happening. But before that, let's get our Commander Jira back up and have a little bit of an update here. I feel like this needs to be addressed. So we did make an improved non-wasteful scrap processing. That's done. We have 2K SPM production before lab with an asterisk. We need more resources down the belts. And to do that, we need one additional recycling input column thing. I still want to make better quality modules, but I wonder if we can't make this more generic. So let's leave that there's a P2, but let's add another P1 as a generic upcycling blueprint. And I also want to let's see now. Let's call this a P12. Let's make this generic one a P2, and maybe that's a P3. So I want to further improve Gamba yields. All right. So what does that mean, chat? What does that mean? Well, here's the thing. Hello, buttons. There we go. I had a ponder over the past few days about this Gamba setup, and it's not bad. It's a great start. But remember what I talked about, like tier 0 recycling and stuff last stream? And this is basically it. This is tier 0 recycling. So I had a bunch of time to think about the efficacy, like the effectiveness of recycling and different strategies. I didn't really do any kind of simulation or anything. This is just like reasoning based deduction, I guess we can call it. So here's kind of the conclusion that I came to. Every recycler loses 80% of, oh, not 80, 75, 3/4 of its input. And if we have a crafting chain of, let's say we craft 3 deep, okay? We go from copper plates to copper coils, to green chips, to red chips, okay? So if we want to go back from red chips to copper plates, for example, then we need to go back 3 steps as well. And each one of those is going to lose 80%. So if we view this kind of crafting stack as a chain of craft and recycle to go back to the previous tier of ingredients, then we can see that making a deeper craft doesn't get you more inputs, because you will lose 75% at each stage. And I learned recently that the crafting productivity is capped at 300, right? 300%. That means the game hard caps all production you do to be at most 4 times the ingredients, which if you recycle it, you can basically on average get back what you put in at best. So each kind of step of produce and recycle is at best lossless for some recipes, but lossy for most. So it doesn't make sense to make deep crafts for gambaing ingredients unless the ingredient that you want is a deep craft. But what it does mean is that it makes sense to do one tier 0 craft, because for when you recycle something into itself, like a plate for example, now you don't have any productivity at all. So if we're comparing plate into recycler to get plate versus plate into copper coils, let's say it's copper plate into copper coils with productivity and then recycle back to plates. That way you actually gain something, right? So that is what I mean with improving gamba yields. We want to take all of the plates, all of the tier 0 products off of the belt, pass them through some kind of craft. You know, copper coils is an easy one for plates, for copper plates, cogs for iron plates for sure. But we don't have, at least not yet, an obvious craft for plastic, holmium, and steel. So those need something to craft it. So what we would do then is we would add in some filters here, extract the plates, put them through a crafting array, and then back into this industrial gamba facility. So that is my thought of how we could improve our yields here. Yields in terms of quality output per input material, right? But that shall be our secondary goal. But first, we need to figure out this recycling column thing. And realistically, if we're to squeeze in another column like this, right, we're gonna run out of space in a hurry. Maybe if we stop making stuff with quality modules up here and just go speed, we can, you know, save some length here. Maybe we can fit it in. We still have to deal with the routing here, but maybe that's also solvable somehow, some way. But, so let's not make a decision on that yet. What we first want to do is, I think we want to tidy up this routing mess and, you know, compact it down. That way we can fit another input line, potentially, probably, possibly. The question is just like, are we sure these are the final outputs that we want? Like, are there stuff here that we still need to use for something? I don't know yet. Maybe. Maybe not. We shall find out. So I think there is room to clamp this down, but maybe we don't need to go super crazy. I mean, we also have the Logi option, so like it's not like we're out of options. All right. So with that out of the way, let's get cooking. And how cook the best? That's an excellent question. I feel like we should start up here. Like we split the plates here, then we go down, then we split, and then we go up again. It feels like it would be more efficient to split here, up and down. Get rid of this. So I mean, honestly, it would make a lot more sense from our layout point of view here if the cogs were on the top. That is doable. It would be a little bit of a mess for a short period of time, but that's not the end of the world. We can also push this back at the cost of some foundation. How much foundation do we actually have? 700. I mean, that's decent. How much? One of these is 5x5, so 25. 100, 200. Yeah, we can probably get away with doing that. And honestly, if we could just line up with this mall, this edge here, maybe that would be sufficient. I do want to have additional malls too. Just like space is at a premium right now. Alright, we didn't make the quality modules. I'm drunk. Also, hi Jellyfriend. Welcome in, sniping the first. Brain simulation, I know. Also, I was out of tea for like a good 2 days. You have no idea how stressful that was. Finally, I did manage to drag my ass to the shop and get some tea. So we can rest easy, chat. The commander has tea again. Nobody's gonna get, you know, berated or whatever, you know, because the commander doesn't have any tea. So that's why there was no stream. Yeah, pretty much. Had nothing to do with the numerous doctor's appointments and whatnot. Dude, we have directly crafted 6 tier 3 legendary modules. Hey Dogger, welcome in. You're on a 20 stream watch streak? What the heck? Cool. Also, how are you doing? So these guys are doing pretty well, I suppose. So we are going to end up with a bunch of space over here as well. Oh, would you look at that? We are out of holmium. Okay. Going to do this to push the holmium back into the last machine. Electrolyte is full. Gosh damn it. And these guys, well, they can stay for now making electrolyte. We have a lot of uncommon ones. That's pretty cool. I don't think we need more of those though. So this whole holmium setup can just go the way of the dodo. Oh, jeez Louise. And all of that water, I don't know, we'll figure something out. Hey Cybercat, welcome in. Let's have a hydrate. Thank you so much. I hope you are having a wonderful evening. Alright, these accumulators can also go from here. This production is no longer needed. Just boosh, get rid of those. Work hard, drink tea. You got it. Okay, that's a lot of accumulators. Oh my goodness. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Maybe we're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. And this whole sitch. Not need any of these anymore. Battery, stone, etc. not needed. So I'm trying to make space here for potentially one more of these guys. Like we have seen some decent power spikes here when everything kicks into gear, right? But also, I'm starting to feel that maybe this could be a good location for some of our malls, for example. Alright, and is this electrolyte super valuable? Can we just like delete it with good conscience? Can we even get it across if we were so inclined? We can. Too far to connect? Oh boy. All of this can also go, I reckon. Now, how get electrolyte out? And we'll just do that to use it all up. And this water is very bountiful. Plentiful? Plentiful. Oh yeah. These holmium chests frighten and scare me. Oh god. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Mistakes were made. Why is there uncommon ice? I thought we used all of that up. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to put in there. Do I know what this game is? Oh, provoking question. Do tell me. Also, we wanted to gamba this, right? Did we put them quantum processors on import? I reckon we did. Oh, that's not good. Those need to be under the protection of the lightning god. But we are importing quantum microprocessors. Hashtag yes, today's Satan. An item which if you store too much of in one chest, it explodes. I don't think anybody asked for that, jelly friend. I don't think anybody has asked for that. Okay, so let's have a look at Aquila then. Are we making them quantum microprocessors? No. Tungsten carbide. God damn it, it's always something. Are we not importing tungsten carbide? We are. But nowhere near enough. And why are we importing solid fuel? Oh, because we're using it for fueling stuff. Like so, okay. Aren't we making a bunch of it here? I could have... Yeah, we are. Oh, but that's using crude. I see. We only have a very tiny crew. Okay, I thought it was a very tiny crude outpost. Never mind then. Then there's no need to import the solid fuel anymore, nor the heat exchangers. In fact, all of these should probably be on the Aquilo list instead. Get off this colonizer list. Plastic too. Yep. Bring in plastic. Concrete, definitely. Oh, it's already here. Okay. Stone bricks. I'm sure we need them for something. Don't need a uranium fuel. This whole colonizer thing is gonna go away because we have all of the planets now. So let's get all of this just cleaned up while we're here. Calcite is gonna be on the every planet to every planet kind of thing for now. I think we can get rid of most of these because they are craftable now. However, these are a pain to craft here, so let's make sure we have some stock. Okay, and that group can now go. And let's have this local space to dot star. So anything local. Okay, that's looking cleaner to me. Now we can make some adjustments here. I want to reduce these a little bit because I basically want to add a multiplier here on the request, meaning our spaceships don't need to carry as much. Okay, that means we should now be able to add like ×2 here on everything. Okay, now tungsten carbide. Why? This is imported from Volcanus, as it should be. And are we just plain out of tungsten carbide? Nope, there's plenty here. I'm just not putting any into the network by the looks of it. Maybe that amount. All right. I look forward to coming back here and upgrading all of these chip designs to use our new and improved EMPs. Dude, red ships are finally running. That is amazing. I'm still assuming that we're missing red ships. Yep, for everything. It's always red ships. Anyway, that should sort the tungsten carbide issue. Get those gosh darn micro quantum entanglement ships being made. Back to here. Should we just assume that we're gonna need another one? Another one of these boys? These fully fueled? Yeah. I don't like how asymmetric this is though, so I think we are... If I copy paste this and put on the other side, we're gonna have less fluoroketone in the system. Which is not ideal. Honestly, let's just change this import here to be hot stuff. Okay. And then make sure that we're actually bottling the hot stuff as well. Where is our fluoroketone bottling? Extra fluoroketone. Do we not have a bottling thing? I could have swore we had.